Well, it's finally happened again. Something in my life is broken. This time it's my vehicle. What else is new? In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the oil pressure sensor in virtually any 5.3 liter GM or Chevy engine produced from 07, that was the crossover year, to 2013, I believe. Now, if you don't have an engine that falls in this year, this video may be irrelevant to you. But if you do, stick around and I'm going to show you how to do it quick and easy. Save yourself some fees to going into your dealer. Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, as you saw from the intro, I'm going to show you how to replace your oil pressure sensor on pretty much any 5.3 liter GM or Chevy engine. Now that sensor looks like this, and it is located behind the engine in kind of a difficult to reach spot. So you're going to need a couple special tools to get this done. Nothing crazy. The main one that you're going to want to get is this deep wall special oil pressure sensor socket. Now it is a 1 1/16 inch socket, but it is a special design. It might be hard to show on camera here, but the teeth are not like your normal socket. And that is because the sensor itself does not have teeth like a normal bolt or nut. Now, before you run out and go and buy this special socket, just know you can do it without this special socket. It's a little trickier because the socket is tighter and it has a harder time fitting that special bolt head, and it's kind of hard to get down in there. This is going to make your life easier. I think they're about $20, $25. I'm not 100% sure. Anything used in this video will be in the description section of the video, linked below, including the sensor that I bought and this socket if you want this exact socket. There's a couple different variations. There's a shorter one and a longer one made by a various amount of manufacturers. But if you want to try it without this socket, you can do it. It's just a little trickier. And I'm a mechanic by trade, so I just figured I'm going to get it. Now, before we get into the actual down and dirty in this video, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is the most simple thing you can do to help this channel grow. Without you, I can't do that. So if this video helps you out in any way, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads I make, because I'm constantly doing stuff like this or boating related things, all kinds of different stuff, hence the name of the channel. Now that I got that out of the way, let's go over some of the other tools you're going to need aside from the socket. The first tool you're going to need is yourself. Aww. Anyway, and some apparel you don't care about, because you might get a little bit of engine oil on you. You're going to be laying on top of the engine, and you don't want good clothes getting dirty. And if you have a wife, I'm sure she's nodding her head behind you going, yes, listen to him. Anyway, here's some of the other tools you're going to need. Okay, for this project, you're going to need a few things. A ratchet, a couple of extensions, some picks to get the screen out that I mentioned earlier, the replacement oil pressure sensor. You're already in there, might as well just replace it, and the special socket that I mentioned earlier as well. And this part's optional, some go-go juice of some form, whether it be an adult beverage or some coffee in your favorite mug. Okay, once you have your tools all lined up and everything out that you need, it's time to take this engine cover off, like so. Now it doesn't look like it gives you a lot more room, but down in that corner, it's going to make reaching that sensor a heck of a lot easier. Which leads me to my next point. Getting to that sensor, you're going to be going in there kind of blind, so you're going to have to know what you're feeling around for. It is next to impossible to see that sensor. So you're going to go down, straight down behind the firewall, and I'm going to do my best to show this on camera with one of my special cameras. You're going to go down, unplug the sensor, get the plug-in out of the way, and then get your socket down on top of that. I will add that this would be the perfect time to use my over-the-top engine creeper, but it's at my work, so it's not doing me any good here. All right. Also, I lied, you're probably gonna need a swivel. I forgot about that earlier. Get yourself a swivel too. Okay. Okay. So that's how you get that sensor out. It is not fun, but it is possible with enough patience, time, and swear words. Okay, now that you got that out, you're still not out of the woods. The biggest thing you want to do when you're replacing these is get that old screen out. And that looks like this. It is a tiny little particulate screen so that no random debris can get in this sensor. But the problem is this screen gets plugged up, causing poor oil pressure sensor performance, along with these sensors going bad. But what it does is it sits in that spot like this. So once you get the sensor out, you still have this old one to deal with, and it has a seal around it, which makes it stick in that port really hard. Okay. Yeah. I got it. I don't know where it went, but I got it. Okay, extreme close up here. Now this is what the old filter looks like. And you can kind of see there on the screen the tear on both sides. The first side was a failed attempt. This second one was when I hooked it good. And you're going to want to do that because that's what's going to help you pull this thing out. Now you can also see the different colored seal there, the blue. That's what really keeps this thing in there tight. Now this screen doesn't look particularly dirty. That doesn't really mean anything. It might just be dirty to the point that the human eye can't see it. Either way, you're already in there. You have a replacement screen. You really should replace it, or you're possibly going to have issues further down the road. All right, now get the sensor. Oh my gosh, a lot of grunting in this video. One more side note before you put this sensor in. If you can see it, and I caught it, this little rubber O-ring is supposed to be on the plug-in side. Make sure that it's still in the plug-in. If not, it might be in your old sensor. So just make sure you get that back in your new sensor, whichever way necessary, because this keeps and prevents water from getting into this connector and corroding connectors. So make sure that this little O-ring stays in the sensor one way or another. Okay, go back. Oh my God. Dude, I fucking hate these. I hate them so much. They're such a pain in the ass. All right, I'm so close. Oh. Oh. Woo! Well, there you have it. That's how you replace that oil pressure sensor and the screen behind it. By doing so, you are probably more than likely going to fix your oil pressure sensor performance code. Now, if you want that code gone right away, go ahead and hook a scanner up to your OBD2 port and clear all the codes. If not, and it did fix the issue, it should go away with a few key cycles. Sometimes even immediately if that sensor was really bad. Sometimes they go so bad that it dings and says you have 0 oil pressure. If that's the case, it should immediately fix the issue. Now I'm actually gonna leave my engine cover off, but this would be the point where you put the engine cover back on. I have another project which requires it to be off, so I'm gonna complete that and then put it on. Now again, if this video was helpful in any way, please hit that subscribe button, and as always, I will see you in the next video.
Please subscribe to my dad's channel.